Hey folks, how you doing? Dave McRae here. Okay, I wasn't going to do this video, but you guys know me. When something irks me the wrong way, when something doesn't sit with me right, when something rubs me the wrong way, I gotta talk about it. And, I like to be thorough, and I like to be, thorough with my explanations and my theories and my opinions. And, so I'm going to try and keep this as brief as possible, but you guys know me. So, anyways, what I want to talk about is, I basically want to say that I'm hoping we're not entering a phase now in the entertainment industry where this is acceptable, where this becomes the status quo. And what I'm talking about is a headline that I read on movieweb.com. Now, MovieWeb, I mean, this is not a personal attack against them or whoever wrote the article here. This is just an objective observation, but the headline has me a little worried. And it has nothing to do with the film in and of itself, but sort of the expectations, the potentiality of expectations that we can expect moving forward with this kind of thing. And this is what bothers me, because I am starting to see a pattern of this. I'm starting to see other, media outlets look to deleted scenes to help fix issues and help fix problems or help give context. And I'm really worried about this. Okay, well, this is what bothers me. Now, we all know that the Justice League Blu Ray is coming out shortly. I don't know what, a couple of weeks from now or a month? I don't know. What is it? Available March 13th. Okay, so it's coming out on March 13th. And according to this article, and according to other sources that I've been able to objectively research, it is going to be the movie that you saw in the theater. And that's it. There is not going to be a director's cut of Justice League. We're not going to get Zack Snyder's Justice League. We're not going to. Now, what will be on the Blu Ray release of Justice League will be, I'm sure there'll be some trailers and some special features and some featurettes and all that kind of shit, of course. But there's also going to be a few deleted scenes. But apparently, now, as of, what is this, January the 18th, 2018, so as of right now, apparently, there's not going to be many. And the deleted scene, or maybe a couple of scenes, are going to be Superman scenes. And they're going to help give justice, if you will, and context to some of the plot holes that apparently are in Justice League. Now, I have not seen Justice League yet, but you don't have to have seen the movie. You don't have to have seen the movie to know what I'm talking about in this context. And I've seen other people on Facebook, and I've seen other media, entertainment outlets, blogs, all that kind of stuff, talking about how this is going to fill the plot hole for Superman. Well, this is the problem that I have with that, okay? Now, I've read about what those plot holes are, and I've read about what this deleted scene is supposedly going to be, and yes, if you take it at face value, well, sure, of course it would give more context, and it would probably fill a couple of unanswered questions. Absolutely, 100%. But it's a deleted scene, okay? And deleted scenes are deleted and removed from the final cut before the final cut becomes a final cut for various reasons. For length, for pacing, that just doesn't work, that doesn't make any sense. And sometimes it's a mistake. Sometimes they feel, let's remove that, and they're tinkering around with it way too much. Okay, and if you're a writer, if you're a filmmaker watching this, you know what I'm talking about. You can remove this and delete that and add this and take this away and do this, and all of a sudden it just becomes like noise. It's like saying a word over and over and over again, right? It's like, if I say the word, cow, 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 like, 1,000 times, it no longer has no meaning. It's just this noise. And if you, are not assertive enough and not sort of decisive enough as a filmmaker or as an editor or as a director or a producer, you can run into those problems. And sometimes you can remove scenes that maybe you shouldn't have. But the whole point I'm trying to make is that when you remove a scene, unless you add it back into the movie in the Blu Ray release as a director's cut or as an extended cut, it's not canon, as far as I'm concerned, okay? So you can say, it helps fill these plot holes, and yeah, but it doesn't, because in order for me to see that scene play out, I have to stop the movie, watch the scene play out at another part of the DVD menu, then go back to the movie and carry on. Unless I can actually see that scene play out against the backdrop of the context of the narrative, for me, it's not canon. It's like take The Force Awakens, right? There's this great scene with Kylo Ren on the Millennium Falcon. Do I think it should have been in the movie? Yeah, it could have been. It was kind of a cool scene. But as far as J.J. Abrams is concerned, as far as, I am concerned, Kylo Ren was never on the Millennium Falcon. Look, the reason why they give you deleted scenes on a DVD or a Blu Ray is not, traditionally, it's not to help add context because, back in the day when they started doing this, deleted scenes didn't necessarily add context. They could have, but they didn't. Sometimes you were like, oh yeah, I'm really glad they removed that. They're just for you. They're just juicy sort of, tidbits of coolness for you as somebody who's buying the DVD or Blu-ray. And most of the time you would watch the deleted scene and you might think it was cool, but you would go, oh, I see why they removed that. Yeah, it's completely unnecessary, or that doesn't really do anything. Are we entering a phase now where when we make mistakes as filmmakers, we just go, oh, don't worry, we'll make up for it by adding a deleted scene. Well, we're not allowed to add it back into the, overall cut because, the studios won't allow us to do that and we can't do that. So let's add it as a deleted scene and that'll help give people, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. The theatrical release / and or the director's cut is the official narrative for the movie. That is what it is. As far as I'm concerned, Kylo Ren was never on the Millennium Falcon. Regardless of how cool it was, if I can't watch the entire narrative play out with that scene against the, the backdrop of that context, it never happened. It never happened because it's not in the official release of the film or the director's cut. Now, if Warner Brothers wants to release a director's cut version of Justice League and put that, all those Superman scenes in it that will help, give context and fill some plot holes to his character, great. Then for me, it becomes canon because here is the official director's cut. You can watch it play out within the context of the overall narrative. You can't just take a deleted scene, whether it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever it is, put it under the special features section of a Blu-ray and, go, okay, there you go. Okay, there it is. That'll help to give context. No, you can't do that because then you have to ask, yourself, the question, why wasn't this in the final cut to begin with? And I'm left with no other answer than, well, I guess you fucked up. But because I can't watch this scene play out against the context of the narrative, for pacing and momentum, and mood and atmosphere, it's not canon. And you know what? It wasn't in the final cut for a reason, whether it was a mistake or not. Okay, it's not in the final cut. It's not canon. That's why these deleted scenes were winding up on Blu-rays, because it was just something cool for the fans to go, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's neat. Don't start fucking making mistakes now with movies and then making up for those mistakes by putting them as deleted scenes on Blu-rays. No, 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 no. You are professional filmmakers. Okay, working at the highest level in the world. It is your job to have the competence and the mindset to understand what you're looking at and go, okay, hey, this needs to be in this final cut in order for everything here that comes before it or after it to make sense. You can't just go, well, let's just remove this and we'll just throw it on. No, 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 no. That's sloppy. That's bullshit. Because now I have to watch that scene essentially out of order. Okay, I can't watch it within the movie itself. Now, look, I'm not saying that Warner Brothers is presenting this. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. As far as I've seen, Warner Brothers has not released a statement saying, here is this, scene or two scenes that will help fill some plot holes. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am beginning to notice is that the broader fan community, the broader movie-going community, okay, is starting to sort of glom onto this idea that we can fill plot holes, okay, through deleted scenes. And it's like, no, 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 no. Let's not start taking our, standards down like that. These things should be in the movie. These things should be in the final cut. But I'm starting to see a pattern and I'm like, no, 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 no. Let's have higher standards than that. Let's hold these filmmakers and these storytellers to higher standards. Let's have movies that make fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, folks, my name's Dave McRae. Comment below and let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with me? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you want to follow me on Facebook, you can at facebook.com/manythingsdavemcrae. McRae is MCRAE. Facebook.com/manythingsdavemcrae. You can follow me there in the meantime and in between time when I'm not uploading videos. Yeah, if not, well, then whatever, I don't care. So anyways, folks, I'll be back, soon with some more videos soon. Yeah, okay, that's all I got to say about that. I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.